Shalom. We're the
Shalom.
Hebrew Israelites. We come to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, America, aka Babylon. Alright? We want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'Shem,
Bahasham,
Yahweh
Yahweh Shai,
Shai, Ba'Shem,
Bahasham,
Rakakwadash.
Kakwadash. Double honors to our elders in GMS who rule well.
God,
Peace and blessings to those teaching in truth and sincerity for the love of the gospel. And we're going to start off here in Romans 8:18.
God. And ahead, as you can see, is the future glory. This is Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Yeah. Hey,
Concept.
because we're living in this world, man, and things aren't going the way we want it to.
God.
We're suffering down here.
God.
But the Lord has better things for waiting for us, man, if we serve Him.
God.
All right, and if we do what he requires of us.
God.
All right, and we're gonna be, things aren't going right now, man, but you know what I mean. They will be.
God.
When the Lord returns. Read it over.
It says Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present moment are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. It's, land back on the brother's point, yeah, we catching hell, it's suffering, but it's not going to be compared to what the Lord got in store for us as long as we endure, you know.
Yeah, like we say, there's greater things.
Okay.
All right, it's not even, it's beyond what we can think, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We can't even, begin to comprehend what the Lord has in store for us, man.
Yeah, you can't fathom immortality in a mortal body. Like, yeah, we think upon it, we know it's the promise, but when you sit there and try to meditate, like the scriptures say, we're gonna have pleasures forevermore. You just can't, because a mortal person, we think like, would you get bored? The Lord said, "Hey, we're gonna be leaping out. It's gonna be joyful every damn day, then,
The things that we're struggling for in this world are not in no comparison to what's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Yeah.
And the Lord is gonna glorify us.
God.
All right, His elect.
God. Verse 19, Romans 8 and 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestations of the sons of God. In the NLT, I'm gonna get it. It says, verse 19. For all creations waiting eagerly for that future day, where the Most High will reveal who His children really are.
Right.
God.
Hey, because those are gonna be those that truly serve the Lord.
God.
You know what I'm saying? While they were upon earth.
God. The elect.
The elect, Eric, because we're living in a generation of wickedness, man.
God.
We're living in a world that's uh, set and tuned on to evil.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but the elect of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, are trying to stay away from that.
God.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to serve the Lord in a wicked world, man. We're trying to be just and righteous in a wicked world.
God.
And that's why the Lord is gonna, you know what I'm saying, give a reward to those that served Him.
God.
All right, because the other people of this world, they're not listening to the Lord at all. You know.
And if I may add, it says the whole creation waiteth. So everything is mourning. The birds, the trees, because everything has a spirit attached to it. Trees have spirits. This devil chops down trees. That shit affects the environment. When this nigga's drilling the earth of oil and sucking the earth dry, that affects the world, man. I was just watching Planet Earth last night on Netflix. I like to watch that. And, they were showing you, how, this devil's pretty much affecting the whole ecosystem, you know? fucking birds dying, fucking polar bears dying. You know, regions that's known for being severely cold now, warming up. Before we start up the lesson, me and the bro just talking. How like here, remember last couple of years, especially in the Midwest, we known for having, harsh winters. Ain't been no harsh winter like that. Last year barely snowed up here. That's uncommon for Northwest Indiana, the Chicago region. We used to at least getting one good ass blizzard a year. But you notice those storms been it been mild winters for the last 5 to 6 years. Should last 10 years. Not to get sidetracked, but I let you know that the whole creation is groaning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read verse 20. Verse 20, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope.
Oh yeah, so the darkness always comes before the light.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna know that you was in darkness until the light starts to shine.
Okay.
And then you know that you're in it.
Okay.
So we had to live a life of sin, which represents the darkness.
Okay.
And now we've become enlightened with the Spirit of the Lord. So now we live a life with a light.
Okay.
With a guide, you know what I'm saying? With a light onto our path. To direct our steps.
Okay.
Alright, to make sure that we are now living a righteous lifestyle. Walking on the right path rather than the wrong path. You're gonna walk on the wrong path when you can't see. You know what I'm saying? When you're blind, man. Hey, but the Lord brought us out of darkness into his marvelous light. Alright? That we can walk now in wisdom.
God. And if I may add, that fall had to happen. We had to witness the world being ran in wickedness to fully, totally understand and appreciate righteousness. Because you had one will ask, why would God allow all this to happen on the earth? We know why, and we have that understanding through the comfort and understanding these scriptures, man. One aspect of it, hey, this is punishment for what we have done, going all the way back to the garden, but it had to happen in order for us to become gods.
Right.
In order for it to be a God, you got to know the difference between good and evil. So we had to witness, taste it, be a part of it, see it, and experience wickedness. So now the Lord, like the brother was saying, which represents darkness, now the Lord's given us this truth, this light. Now we're able to see out of see out of obscurity.
Yeah.
Now we understand, okay, this is the way to go. And now we learn to appreciate, righteousness and the Lord even more.
Right.
Because we know the scriptures say what? The word of the Lord is not grievous.
Yeah, so the Lord brought us through this vanity for a reason.
Okay.
Alright, it was to strengthen us.
Okay.
Alright, and it, like you said, to help us appreciate, his guidance.
Okay. That's why, if I may, in verse 20, it says, in the mid-verse, it says, but by reason of him who have subjected the same is in hope. He made us subject to vanity, but also we're subjected to hope as well. Scripture say, well, we're prisoners of hope. We hoping for what? The redemption of our body, man. Getting the hell up out of here. Like the brother was saying, we can't fathom what the Lord... We read about some of the things the Lord got in store for us. But to actually feel it and taste it and witness it, man, hey, man. We can't do... we lost for words, man. You don't know what that, Hey, the scripture say Jerusalem, the streets gonna be paved with gold. We ain't never witnessed something like that, man. Imagine a whole, street just with just gold. Imagine seeing chariots like that.
Oh, you got it.
No, you got it, bro.
Yeah, we was brought low, but we was gonna be, saved and redeemed back.
Verse 21, it says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered. And that creature is only speaking of the sons of God. You know, all nations not going to be saved.
Right.
You know, this promise is only given, you know, to the sons of God, which are the Israelites. And the only ones that's going to receive it is the remnant, the elect of the nation of Israel, of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know? It says, because the creature itself is also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into a glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. You know? And in NLT it says, the creation looks forward to the day when it would be joined with the Most High's children in glorious freedom from death and decay. You know, because that's what this flesh is. You know, it's corrupt. And we know corruption leads to what? Death eventually. You know, sin is embedded within this flesh. And I think Paul, if I may real quick, in the previous chapter.
Because, you know, at this present moment, Job 9:24, the wicked are in rule, so the people are mourning. You know? So, you know, like, you know, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So, you know, people are not happy down here, man. So that's why, you know, all creation is groaning for the manifestation of the sons of the Lord, man. Hey, because, you know, under Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai's rule, the earth is going to be righteous, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be a great relief for the sons of God to rule this world.
Under the Son of God.
Right.
Whom the world equally calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai. You know? Can I get this real quick, bro?
Yeah.
Baba Shah. This Romans 7:23. I expect, you know, like I was saying, you know, this bondage of corruption, you know, sin is embedded. And we know what the wages of sin is, what? Death. You know, and this, you know, this fall came about, you know, during the garden, you know. It says Romans 7:23, but I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing in captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. Speaking of sin, sin is just embedded in his flesh. You know, that's why you have a guy boasting in the law, someone he gonna be saved by the law. You know, hey, he don't know what the hell he talking about. You know, well, I'm perfect. Hey, you're perfect in the law. Only one man that ever walked the earth was perfect. That was Yahweh Shai. You know, hey, scripture say we all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of the Lord. The hell you talking about? Even King David said, "What? I was shapen in iniquity." What do you think that meant? It means he was born into the flesh. You know. But it says, verse 24, "O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from this bondage? I mean, from the body of death." You know. So hey, we're wretched, man. You know, we were subject to these stupid ass thoughts, subject to being around stupid ass people. You know, these evil ass spirits. You know, we're subject to what? You know. Right now it's raining. We know this rain toxic as hell. You know, and it's all for punishment, but at the same time, it's all for our learning.
Yeah.
You know. It vexes us, and we'll be alive. Yeah, we yearning to get the hell out of this flesh, man. To get the hell up out of here, man. You know, that's why the Lord, you know, said, Lord willing, we hoping to have that dawah. You know, the market of exemption. Because only the true men of the Lord and the women is going to be signed and crying to be delivered. Everybody else comfortable being in this flesh, you know.
Yeah, we're yearning right now for perfection.
God.
Like, we don't want to live this way, man. We don't want to be a part of none of this sinful life.
God.
You know?
God. I'm going to go back to Romans 8:22 unless you got a precept.
You got it.
Romans 8:22, "For we know the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which has the first fruits of the spirits, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our bodies, of our body. So hey, not only creation itself is growing, hey, we ourselves. You know, hey, the disciples, when you read the scriptures, hey, the apostles, hey, before Yahweh Shai ascended, they asked him what? Will thou again restore the kingdom of heaven? You know? So they knew what Yahweh Shai represented, man. They seen the mighty acts and the miracles. You know, they knew he was the one that was going to help establish the kingdom. But it wasn't for that time yet. The kingdom, you know, more prophecies had to take place. But now, hey, we at the end, you know? And that's why when we see things happening on the earth, we rejoice. Because we know that we're getting closer and closer to getting the hell up out of here, man. That's why when we see destruction and death, people going to be looking at us like, why the fuck these guys so excited? Crazy. The Lord, hey, it's good to say to the Lord, hey, we should laugh. You know, the Lord's going to put a joyful spirit in us. Because in the midst of that death and punishment to the wicked, the Lord's going to be what? Boosting the elect. Lord willing, we be the elect, men faith.
Okay.
So people going to be looking at us like, why are they rejoicing? Because we going to be rejoicing. We know we almost out of here. Especially when the MOTB get implemented, man. You know, we just praying that the Lord ultimately, you know, give us the strength and the faith to endure unto the end. That's all we've been hoping for, you know.
Okay.
It says, for we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why do he yet hope for it? But if we hope for that we see not, do we with patience wait for it? You know? So we're patiently waiting, you know, for the kingdom, man.
Right.
You know?
You got a precept?
You got one?
Yeah.
No, we can get yours and I'll get mine.
This is Matthew 5, I'll start at 3. It says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So like we said, we're suffering right now. You know what I'm saying? Blessed are the poor in spirit. Alright, because, you know, in this world, you know what I mean, there's people that aren't considered those that fit in, man. With this world. Hey, but they're rich in knowledge, man. All right, and for them being rich in the Most High's knowledge, they will receive the kingdom of heaven. It says, blessed are they that mourn. All right, yeah, like we said, things aren't going our way, man. We're mourning out here. It says, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek. All right, those that take the low. It says, for they shall inherit the earth. All right, because they, you know what? Really, they take the low, but they're greater than that. You know what I'm saying? They're worthy to take the high, but you know what I'm saying? They humble themselves and take the low anyway, man. All right, just so you know what I mean, because they're being humble, man. They're like, you know, they have a kingdom mindset, man.
And if I may, if I may,
you know, they I'm not saying like, you know, taking the low is being kingdom minded, but I'm saying it's, you know, they operate like kings, man. You know what I'm saying? They're beyond all the bullshit. So hey, if they you know what I'm saying? Hey, they agree with their adversary quickly, man. You know what I'm saying? So just, hey, man, we're no nonsense guys, man. We get rid of all the bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not about the BS, man. So you know what I'm saying? If there's a problem that arises, we get rid of it quickly. You know what I'm saying? We just let the world laugh right now, man. Hey, cause soon they're gonna be sad. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be crying, man. So I'll cry right now for the moment, and the Lord shall exalt me. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at it.
Can I get a quick pre to back you up?
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that's the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. It says, the hearts of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the hearts of fools is in the house of mirth.
Mm-hmm.
And, laying back on the brother, yeah, it's true, man. Right now we'll mourn, we'll cry. Yeah, it hurts. But hey, eventually we know, through the comfort of the scriptures, hey, this is nothing but for a moment. And all the wicked, man, they laugh now, but they're gonna cry later.
Hey, because the men of the Lord have discipline to know how to put aside what they want for the moment, man.
Uh,
And that's what the world don't know how to do, because they want everything now. They want instant satisfaction
mm-hmm.
for everything. Hey, because this is their constellation. All right, hey, you have it all right now, and I'll have it all later. Hey, through you, how about Sham Yahushua?
Mm-hmm. For eternity.
Yep. You just got it for the moment, man.
Yeah. We'll suffer for a moment to sacrifice for a moment to attain something greater for eternity, whereas their sacrifice, they the opposite. They won't suffer now. They get the temporal satisfaction now, but they're going to pay for it eternally.
Yeah, and this is just a small blot in time compared to the eternity.
And although the 2/3 going to be blessed above the nation, they're going to live forever. Because while the law, statutes, commandments going to be etched within them, but they're going to have everlasting shame and content. I don't want no smokes with that, man. Cool. Who knows how the everlasting shame and content going to feel like? What it's going to be like? Who knows? Yep.
Verse 6, it says, "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness." Amen. Because there's people that hunger and thirst after worldly things, man. Hey, they want the meat of this world, man. Hey, they want the what is it? Hey, the wine of this world, man.
The dainties.
Yeah.
The dainties of the king, which is Esau funky ass.
They want the king's meat, the king's portion.
And if I may add, that's why the Lord said, "You are your father, the devil, and the lust of your father he will do." He was a murderer. Hey, what he said, what he did, he sold his birthright. The bastard couldn't wait for the food to be cooked. Could you imagine? Here you are, you finna inherit something. Your father gonna die, and it's $1 billion inheritance. In his will, the inheritance is to you, billions of dollars. And you see you come in the crib and shit from a long day at work. Your brother's in the house cooking some food or something. It's smelling good, but it ain't done yet. And you like, man, shit, bro, I'm hungry. Let me get that food. You like, bro, it ain't done yet. And your brother like, shit, as a matter of fact, I'll give you the food. Shit, but you gotta give me your you gotta sign over the Father's will to me.
See, yeah, there's people in this world, they're just hungering and thirsting after sin right now.
Yeah.
Fucking gotta get some cigarettes. Oh, I gotta go be a part of this orgy.
Fucking
I gotta go be a part of Esau's wicked ass sins.
Yeah.
I gotta go join the Masons. I gotta, be in this cult. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go get this money. Or, they just want to be a part of evil, in this world. And, you know what I'm saying? They want to be about some evil, wicked, satanic niggas album that just came out or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it says, "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness." All right, so those that hunger after the Lord's word, man. All right. For they shall be filled. All right. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
Being merciful, man. That's This world don't teach you to have that. This teaches you to show you no mercy. You know, they glorify WWE No Mercy. You know, this man, people don't have no fucking mercy here. You do something to somebody, they really quick to reenact vengeance on you.
Right.
Without even understanding what happened or nothing. They just, you know. But Jacob be merciful to the enemy. You beg the so-called devil for peace and love, and we forgive him. But was he so quick to enact vengeance on his brother? You know. Here you are, you looking for the mercy of the Lord, but yet you unmerciful to your brother. You know, Lord looking at you like, the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
It says, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see Yahweh.
God.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of Yahweh.
It said, blessed are the peacemakers. Being a peacemaker in this society is looked as weak. You know, having, treaty, niggas in the hood. You know, you trying, ain't no squash, no beef, nigga. You know, like, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got wars happening in the hood as we speak for some stupid ass shit. Hundreds of niggas die on both sides. You know, over something stupid that could have been resolved by just keeping peace. You know? And that's what we live in a world that there ain't no peace. Because why? The man of sin is ruling. You know, and our people is falling in the man of sin right on to death.
Yeah.
With the same mindset, man. He's a peace. He broke how many motherfucking peace treaties with GAD, the so-called Native Americans? Thousands, man. You know.
You know, you know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord behave themselves accordingly, man.
Yeah.
You know, to every situation. You know what I'm saying? Because we're walking with the wisdom of the Most High, man.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the Lord's word is our protection.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, the Lord tells us what to do in every situation, man, so that we stay out of trouble in this place. It's verse 10. It says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven."
And that's happened. That's finna come. You know, the slandering, which they already, the Lord already showed us a glimpse of that. You know, guys calling our apostles and elders grapists. You know, slandering. You know, doing wicked shit to brothers. You know, because men of the Lord teaching the truth. You know, it's finna come on a whole nother level. But the beautiful part about it, the Lord's gonna deliver us from that persecution. You know.
It says, "Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake."
And then scriptures say what? The servant is not, greater than the master. And so it happened to the Lord. It should happen to him. I mean, it should happen to us if we be of the elect. I got a quick pre.
Read this verse 12 real quick.
Okay, you got it.
It says, "Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you."
Okay.
See, like we said, the Lord has something in store for us, waiting on us.
Okay.
All right, because we suffered, you know what I'm saying, the affliction of this world. You know what I'm saying, and we're gonna get the gold medal at the end, man.
Okay. John 16 and 33, straight to the point.
What was it?
16:33. This is John 16:33, and it reads, "These things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulations, but be of good cheer. I had overcome the world." Hey, so you got it, bro.
Yeah, Yahushua came the world already. Yeah, because he came, you know what I'm saying, into this mortal flesh, and he lived a perfect and righteous lifestyle. and then he, you know what I'm saying, died for the nation of Israel upon the crucifix.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
and he conquered death, man. He said, "Death, where is thy sting?"
Okay. And he,
Yeah, the Lord overcame the world, so you know what I'm saying. His followers are gonna do so too.
okay.
All right, that's the last step for his followers is to overcome the world.
Okay.
So that's that final test, man. Hey, you know the MOT to the B.
Okay. Overcame death, if I may, because you know, not just him being resurrected, and you know, but also the mindset. He was the perfect person to follow in spirit. He showed you how, how you operate in under certain situations, man. You know, it's a mindset you gotta have. You know, because you got, a lot of Jake died because of their mindset. Their mindset is fucked up. How they resolve things leads to them being put to death. You know, like Jake, Yahweh Shai, he was tempted, provoked, you know. But what he did, he behaved himself wisely, man. You know, he moved with wisdom. He was the perfect example. He kept peace, even when they was trying to kill him, you know. And he was obedient unto the death. You know, that's the mindset we gotta have, man.
Yeah,
You know.
so you have to have in your mind to just always just refuse to conform to the ways of this world.
Kind of slack is out.
That's how you overcome the world, man. Is to refuse to be like this world.
Come.
To refuse to fit in with this world. To refuse to accept the things of this world. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
All right, you got to reject this world and the things in it, man. All right, overcome all your temptations, man. That's how you overcome the world, man. Yahweh Shai did it, and so his followers will too.
Come, because if I may add to the brother point, if you're not able to overcome, these lustly temptations, desires, how would you be able to stand in our temptation?
Right.
You're gonna fold if you've been living a life of just gluttony, lust, just sinful, instant gratification lifestyle. You know, when Esau snatched all these goodies and things from you, these things that you run to comfort you and please your flesh,
Right.
when these things are snatched from you, whether it's your cigarettes, your liquor, your porn, your money, your car, all these things snatched. Your food, especially food, man. When these things are taken, what you gonna lean upon then?
Yeah, because you're gonna fold because you're too weak to these things.
Yeah.
All right, that's weakness, man.
Con. These things became your idol.
Yeah, the Lord said, he said, put off the weak nature, man.
Con. I got a precept. James 5:7. James 5:7, and it reads, it says, "Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruits of the earth. I have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. Be ye also patient." And that word patient goes into what? Long suffering. It hurts the flesh when you refrain from doing such act. It's not pleasant when you tell your no, I'm not doing that. It may hurt the flesh, like damn, but what it does is strengthen your spirit, because your flesh is nothing but a vehicle for the spirit. Imagine if you take my hand off the steering wheel. I'm in my car right now. It's like which somebody to this body. I take my hand off the steering wheel. The fucking car gonna go where the hell it's want to go.
Right.
That's what you got. That's what you got. A lot of people, man. They just living a life with their hands off the steering wheel, and it's ironic. Esau created a Tesla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I drive the car for you. But you know, like damn, like you can't drive the car yourself, but it's
Cars driving itself.
yeah, which is kind of spiritual in a sense. It's like sin's just driving you.
Yeah, autopilot.
Yes.
Just constantly going from one evil to the next.
Yeah, nigga in autopilot, he like to sin.
Yep. Auto tune the sin.
Yeah.
Automatic.
Yeah, this nigga on cruise control. You know?
Like they said, hey man, you know, to do good, these people have no knowledge, man.
It says, I got a little more on this. It says, verse 8, be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example, suffering, affliction, and of patience. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercies. You know? So we see, and Job, that was an actual man in the Hebrew, Ayawab, you know, was an actual man that walked the earth. And his story, you know, it's, you know, although it actually happened, but it's symbolic to us, you know, which we going to have to endure, the elect. You know? We're going to have to lose things, lose particular comforts, you know, to gain more. You know, and with all that, hey, what did Job? He hold fast to in his integrity. You know, and what Satan tried to, you know, get Job to do, to curse the Most High. It's pretty much to forsake the Lord. You know? But he held to his integrity. And the Lord eventually, blessed him.
Hey, so when things aren't going well, that doesn't mean give up.
God.
You know, that just means, hey, fight what you're feeling at the moment, man.
God. You got a precept? I can read a little bit down then. It says, verse 12, but above all things, my brethren, swear not by heaven, neither by earth, neither by any other oath. But let your yea be yea, your nay be nay, that ye fall into condemnation. Well, this is upon verse 13. If any among you afflicted, let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing psalms. Is any among you sick? Let him call for the elders and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord. And that's why when we go through things, our biggest medicine to combat the suffering, to help comfort us through the suffering or whatever we're going through, is prayer. You know, prayer, fasting, you know, breaking bread with brethren, you know, doing these lessons, man. You know, the Lord gave us the tools to you know, to keep us occupied while we catching hell. You know, to take your mind off the focus of whatever the hell you're going through. Because when you catching hell, man, you know, I myself can attest of it. The brother probably, you know, can attest of it too, man. When you catching hell and you like, fuck, I'm gonna do the Lord's work, you then forget about the hell. You comfort, you so in the spirit, you know, and the Lord, and then even as soon you finish doing a lesson or reading, you feel so much better. Now you're able to deal with the situation or whatever you're going through, you know, better. It's not as grievous as it made appear at first. You know, because why? You went to the physician to help you, you know, to get through the suffering you're going through, you know?
Yeah.
You know? It says, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord, and the prayer of the faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up. And if he had committed sin, they shall be forgiven. They shall be forgiven him. You know? That's pretty much it on that point, you know? You got another precept? Matter of fact, I'm going to get this. We can close out with it. Sirach 2. You know? And I know it may seem redundant, we bring these same scriptures out, but hey, that's the job of a watchman and the prophet. We got to, you know, this old saying in the world, repetition is the father of learning. You know, so we're going to continue to bring these same precepts to help, you know, exhort one another, man, as well as comfort one another. You know, it says, Sirach 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure it, and make not haste in the time of trouble. It said, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we gotta cleave unto the Lord. You know, and it says, set your heart, your mind right. You know, contrary to the Christian church, and you know, when you come to serve the Lord, you're gonna catch hell. The Lord gotta try you. You know, and he's gonna send Satan, man. But hey, the Lord also gave you the tools to how to combat him.
Right.
You know, hey, so Scripture say, "What, prove a friend." So if we're doing on that level, how much more the Heavenly Father? The Lord finna prove you. See you, my friend. You know.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like when you're facing these troubles, it's like the Lord is saying, hey son, I taught you better than that. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Hey, use what I taught you.
Yeah, you know what to do. What the fuck
You
is
know
you
what
doing?
to do,
Yeah.
right?
Told you to leave that funky bitch alone. Why you keep dealing with this funky bitch? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, it says, verse 4, it says, whatsoever brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou changed to a lower state. You know, just like Job, he was patient when he was changed to a lower state. Now, granted, we're going to complain. You know, that's part, you know. But you don't want to start to murmur, you know, get a spirit of murmuring against the Lord. You know, there's going to be times you're going to be vexed. You may vent to brothers and, you know, but you don't want to get in the habit of even doing that. Sometimes, you know, look at the situation and what can I learn from it? How can I grow for it? What the Lord's trying to show me. Because everything that happened until the suffering we're going through, the Lord is he's purging something from us and he's trying to show you something in the midst of it. In the midst of the suffering, the Lord is trying to show you something. And if you humble down, that's why I should say, blessed are the humble. If you're able to humble down, hey, the Lord, you'll be able to see what the Lord is trying to show you. You know? But a proud nigga ain't gonna be able to see. He's gonna have, there's always some shit going. You know, then he's gonna get into the wars, me spirit. Then he's gonna be seeking other means to try to comfort himself during the time of that distress. He's gonna run to the flesh to seek comfort. Which running to the flesh is like running to Satan.
Yeah.
You know? So he's gonna run to his cigarettes, his blunts, whatever the case may be. You know, he may go through a financial rut. He may run like, fuck, I'm finna go sell drugs. I'm finna go rob a nigga. You know? You know? Because why? He don't have no faith ultimately in the Lord. You know? It says, verse 5, for gold is tried in fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside lest ye fall. It says, ye that fear the Lord, believe in him and your reward shall not fail. You know, the brother mentioned earlier, man, the Lord got the reward for those that endure, that go through the suffering, that endure the suffering. You know, if you weak, man, pray to the Lord to strengthen you, man, and to give you the strength to endure.
Yeah, because the champion is the one that overcame the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they went through the most stuff in this world, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they get the gold.
Yeah.
Because they've been tried the most.
Con. And that's why,
You know.
if I may, you know, in the boxing world, most people refer to Muhammad Ali as the greatest. And you have some like, man, well, how you the greatest? He got hit. Yeah, you know, he got hit, but it was kind of spirit. Yeah, he got hit, but he was able to endure the hit and win fights. You know? You know, you got to be able to endure everybody can throw a punch, but everybody can't take one. In the spirit, you got to be able to know how to take a damn punch and get back up and fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You know, sometimes people allow the bitterness of what they're going through to cause them to lose focus, man. And then they start fighting. They trying to fight, fight Satan. Fight. You know, what's the word? Fight through the flesh or fight emotionally instead of fighting in the spirit. You know, most boxers, a good boxer is able to take a hit and still, stick to the what's the word I'm looking for? Stick to the strategy. You know, and also know how to readjust his strategy in the midst of the fight. Because sometimes you got to adjust.
Yeah, it's
You know?
like you've gone through a training course or an obstacle
Yeah.
course. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, man, he just jumped over that. He just jumped through those hoops.
Yeah.
He just leaped over those hurdles. Man, he just flung himself to the other side
God.
of the cliff. you know,
Yeah.
you know, he went through those monkey bars.
God.
Damn, man, he overcame a lot.
Yeah.
That's why they get the gold medal, man.
God. And it may take him a couple times. He may got stopped at certain obstacles. Certain obstacles he may have to think for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, it may
He
it took him.
He did this puzzle game, this strategy game.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know how he did it, man. I probably couldn't do it.
God.
Hey, but you know, like, who goes through the most, man? The person that went 1/4 of the way through the course, or the person that went all the way?
Yeah.
All right, you gonna give the gold medal to the person that went 1/4 of the way?
Huh.
Well, you could look at it like yeah, at least he tried, but you know, like, it depends. Some people just quit 1/4 of the way, while another man will just fail going 1/4 of the way.
God.
You know, he probably fell in the water and got eliminated or something, you know?
Yeah.
Another person would just, nah, I can't do this. I quit.
He ain't even attempted.
Right.
He just looked at it like, oh no, I'm cool. It says, got something to say?
You got it.
Sirach 2:9, it says, ye that fear the Lord hope for good and for the everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see did ever any trust in the Lord was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? On whom did he ever despise that called upon him? You know, so we got the stories, the accounts, you know, and also even our personal walk. The Lord do things within our walk to build our faith so we can reflect on those things, you know, in times of trouble. You know? It says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. You know, so he's going to save us, Lord willing, be the elect in the time of affliction. And what the Christians like to say, he may not come on time. What is how they say it? The old saying, Christian, the Lord, the Lord may not show up when you want it, but he show up on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that along the lines. And the Lord, that's a good saying. Lord ain't gonna show up when you want him, but he's gonna show up right on time. You know, as long as you have faith and endure. You know.
Hey, because sometimes at your weakest moments, that's when you're the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, because the Lord is with you at those times.
Con. Yeah, con. I think it's a scripture that goes into that. I think it's in Ron. When I'm in weak, I think Paul, talking about the thorn. You know what the Lord said, well, my grace is. Let's want to get that. We can close out with that. 2 Corinthians.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 2 Corinthians 12:9. Because Paul, speaking of, which we ain't going to get the whole thing, but when you read up, pretty much Paul speaking how he had a thorn in the side and he sought the Lord twice or 3 times to remove it. Whatever that thorn may be, we don't know, but we know he was dealing with something. Probably a thought, we all dealing with things, that we may fall short to, or, we trying to overcome. And we ask the Lord to get rid of us, and rid of this shit, but hey, this is what the Lord said, verse 9 to Paul. It says, he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Woo!
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about too. Yeah. It
says, most gladly, therefore, I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasures in infirmities, and reproaches, and necessities, and persecution and distress for Hamashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Woo!
See? Yeah.
God. So, hey, whatever you're going through, when you're going through your weakest moment, that's when you cleave on the Lord the most. And then that's when the Lord give you the strength.
Yeah.
And then the Lord may have others to see it you will be a living testimony.
Yep.
Like, damn, he overcame that.
Yeah, and that's what the You know what I'm saying? Like what we opened up with.
God.
They're groaning to see the manifestation of the sons of God.
God.
And they're gonna see it because our life was the testimony.
God. God.
You know, the Lord is gonna show this world and all the heathens and everyone the reason why He chose us.
God.
All right, because hey, we're living it right now. They're witnessing it as we're living.
God.
You know, because they see that we behave differently than other men. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, like when the Lord chooses us, it's gonna make sense to them because it's gonna be like, oh, okay, so that's why this guy never went out there with those dudes, you know, to do that bullshit or to go do drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh, that's why he was always on, you know, on time for work. That's why he wasn't sagging his pants.
Yeah. That's
You
what
know,
I knew.
you know,
I knew something was about this dude. He was always quiet.
Yeah.
He rarely smiled, you know.
That's why he was always nice, polite, and respectful.
Yeah.
You know.
But they don't even. But then again, they don't even know what all the pain you went through. Which, you know, in the kingdom, you know, that's why, you know, men trying to glorify themselves. Now, no, our job is to glorify Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We'll get our glory in the kingdom, man. You know. You know, the heathens and you nations, and even, you know, you 2/3, you're gonna read about the stories of the elect men. You know, I speak as a man, but I believe that they're gonna have to know, and you're gonna read and understand the stories of the elect men. You know, it's gonna be like a movie. You know, I believe it's gonna be like a movie, and you're gonna see the lies. Like, damn, he went through all that. You know.
Hey, because we're under constant temptation in this place, man.
Okay.
Yeah, the Lord is. I mean, Satan, Shaitan is constantly trying to, you know what I'm saying, to tempt us, to get us to not serve the Lord, to do something wrong and off, man. Hey, man, but we gonna resist Satan, man, every time, man.
We got anything else? So with that, you know, pray this video was edifying as well as exhort through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I want to give all glory, all praises, and all honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who definitely do rule well. And as always, peace and salutation to those elect. And the Sasakis push the truth out to 4 corners of Shalom.
Shalom.
And a Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.